Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Israel now at war. It comes after thousands of rockets were fired into the country this morning by Palestinian militants as they launched a deadly land, air, and sea attack. Israel says at least 250 people have been killed and 1,500 more are wounded, making it the deadliest attack in years. The United States, alongside other Western countries, are denouncing the attack and at the same time are pledging support for Israel.
In the street, in their homes, innocent people murdered, wounded, entire families taken hostage by Hamas, just days after Israel marked the holiest of days in the Jewish calendar. It's unconscionable.
And it truly is unthinkable. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne.
And I'm Will Jones. The attacks have sent shockwaves all over the globe, including right here in Metro Detroit. I spoke with leaders in the Arab American and Jewish community about what happened and what comes next.
The Palestinian militant group Hamas launching a surprise and unprecedented attack on Israel early this morning, attacking Israel by air, land, and sea. A major escalation in the long-running conflict between the two sides. The Israeli military striking several Hamas targets in Gaza and calling up thousands of reservists. Stephen Ingber is the CEO of the Jewish Federation of Metro Detroit.
Waking up to, the sound of the siren, I have a siren app that goes off on my phone, knowing what was going on, was really awful.
This all happening on Simchat Torah, one of the most joyous days of the Jewish calendar, and also near the 50th anniversary of the Yom Kippur War.
This could go on for quite some time, and I'm very worried about what is going to come and how we get to a peaceful resolution on this.
Unfortunately, this conflict has been brewing for 75 years. So we're used to these, flare-ups once in a while in the region.
Osama Sablani is the publisher of Arab American News.
The Palestinians cannot continue to be occupied. The Israelis cannot continue to occupy Palestinians and treat them as third-class citizens. Something needs to be done.
Both men I talked to today are concerned just how far this latest flare-up could go.
In response to the attacks, Israel has launched Operation Swords of Iron, calling up reservists to boost the armed forces. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called for an extensive reserve mobilization, saying the first priority of Israeli forces is to, quote, cleanse the area of enemy forces, and the second was to, quote, exact a huge price. 3 major airlines have canceled flights to Israel amid these attacks. American, United, and Delta Airlines canceled flights bound for Tel Aviv today and Sunday. About 15% of flights have been canceled and 21% are delayed. Delta officials said the airline is working to safely transport passengers back to the U.S. United officials say they're closely monitoring the situation and will adjust flight schedules as needed.
New at 6, a large apartment fire broke out in Taylor this afternoon, significantly damaging several units.
This was the scene at the Princeton Square Apartments near Telegraph and North Line. You can see the flames caused some major damage to at least one of those apartment buildings. The Taylor Fire Department says 8 units were damaged, but everyone did get out safely. Fire crews think the fire was caused by someone using a grill on a balcony. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Day 23 of the UAW strike comes as some movement is being made between the union and at least one automaker. UAW President Shawn Fain says GM has agreed to put its battery plants under the union's national agreement. He called it a transformative win in negotiations. That movement held the UAW off from announcing new strike targets. Fain spoke at a rally in Chicago today about the EV breakthrough.
They said they didn't have to negotiate over electric vehicle battery plants. And when we launched our stand-up strike, we've outsmarted, we've out-organized corporate America, and won a future for tens of thousands of workers.
We'll have more on how things are progressing in the strike and what could be next tonight on Local 4 News at 11.
Some Walgreens employees are staging a series of walkouts next week. They say harsh working conditions make it difficult to safely fill prescriptions. They say the expectations placed on pharmacists by corporate management are often based on the number of team members each pharmacy should have, when in reality, staffing is much lower. In a statement, Walgreens acknowledged employees are overworked. A walkout organizer told CNN that employees at more than 500 Walgreens stores across the U.S. have expressed interest and solidarity.
Well, I know some folks have been waiting for this for weeks, since fall started, actually.
Count me in.
It is hoodie weather.
It is. And with the cooler temperatures comes a little bit of rain. Ron is standing by to tell us all about it. When are those showers going to hit us?
You know, some of us are seeing those showers right now out there, Pamela and Will. We've seen those hit or miss garden variety showers that don't last very long. But some of us have still seen some pockets of sunshine as well. Here's a look into Southville, where we're seeing some of that rain moving through the area. At times we've seen that, so we have a couple of those raindrops on the camera, but we also still right now have some sunshine, and that has been allowing us to see some rainbows popping up across the area as well. The temperatures right now on the cooler side, we're at 52 in Detroit, Ann Arbor 53, 51, Lapeer 55 in Monroe, and I do want to show you that there is again different cloud cover or areas of rain across the area. So if you're in areas such as Port Huron, you're seeing some of those rain showers moving through. We have the cloud cover right now in Howell, rain showers around the Flint area, and then also Metro Airport seeing some of those showers, but others seeing some pockets again of sunshine. So here's where those showers are very scattered across the area. Some of those showers popping up right now around downtown Corktown. You have some of those showers back over toward the Belleville area, as well as over toward Chelsea. Getting into the Livingston County area, multiple showers right around I-96, and you'll see some of those showers on the east side as well. So a lot of these showers moving across the area, very much in a motion that you might expect, like affect snow showers to develop and move across the area. A lot of that is getting some enhancement with the moisture from Lake Michigan. So we're going to continue to see these showers moving through the area tonight. And if you want to track those showers, all you have to do is download the Forewarn Weather app, and you can see where those showers are in relation to your exact community. We're going to talk more about these showers, how long they stick around, coming up in a few minutes.
Police in Oak Park are investigating a shooting last night at Oak Park High School. It left 2 students injured.
Officers were called to the school for reports of a possible fight in the parking lot at 8:15 last night. As police arrived, they heard multiple gunshots and then saw a large group of students running away from the area.
Police say 2 Oak Park High School students were injured. They were able to get themselves to a local hospital where they are in stable condition.
Detroit police are still looking for the suspect accused of a shooting in the heart of downtown Detroit. Police say D'Angelo Davis rode up on a mountain bike and pulled the trigger on a 36-year-old near the intersection of Adams and Woodward. The victim remains in critical condition. We're told Davis has a history of mental illness and was last seen wearing a gray hoodie and black pants on a white mountain bike. A $500 reward is being offered for any information that leads to an arrest.
The Detroit Harvest Fest and Food Truck Rally is back. Coming up, we show you what kind of fun they have in store.